Good morning, YouTube. What's going on? It's Mesa back at it with some Destiny. Time to go over the weekly reset, all the new activities to do within Destiny. Make sure you turn notifications on, guys. I'll be streaming raid carries tonight and all week. Probably about 7 p.m., 8 p.m. tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be doing Vault of Glass. It's Vault of Glass Challenge Week, and last week we carried 130 people through Crota's End. We were doing a tally. I have a video coming out later on the week with all screenshots because we took pictures of everybody, and I also want to kind of talk about things. Alright, so this week the weekly featured raid is Vault of Glass. You got the Templar Challenge and Atheon Challenge, and when we do our carries, we're probably going to try to get a Templar checkpoint, so this way we can just bring people in. We're going to do single carries at first. Like last week we were doing doubles and triple carries. And no, I'm not a pro streamer, so we do 1 to 2 people at a time because we like to play with our friends and have a good time. So just keep it locked in here, turn notifications on, and also follow me on Twitter so you know when we go live because we take people from the chat. Alright, Challenge of Elders, we got Super Kill Bonus, Specialist, and Trickle. You get a Legendary Engram, 10 Legendary Marks for your first 3 runs. Nightfall, it is Omni Goal this week, and we have Epic, Heavily Shielded, and Highly Aggressive Enemies, pure greater numbers. Brawler, Guardian melee damage is greatly increased. Grounded, players take more damage while airborne. Do not jump around, you will get one-shotted by everything. Chaff, your radar is disabled, and we got Match Game. Enemy shields are resistant to all unmatched elemental damage. Alright, let's look at the Siva Crisis. Specialist again? Come on, it's been 3 weeks in a row. I'm sick of Specialist. Alright, your first run on the Siva Crisis Heroic Strike playlist. You get a Treasure of Ages, and you get 10 Legendary Marks for your first 3 runs. So we got Heroic, we're familiar with that. Specialist, special weapon damage is favored, which means your primary and your heavy get nerfed a little bit. I think it's 70% of its initial damage. Chaff, your radar is disabled, and we got Airborne, players deal more damage while in the air. Alright, so let's look at the stories. So, the stories got small arms this week. First story, you get a Treasure of Ages, and you get Legendary Marks, 20 of them, for your first 5 story missions that you do. And this week it is, Earth and Moon. So it could be any story mission in the game that involve the Earth or the Moon. Heroic, enemies appear greater numbers and are more aggressive. We have small arms, primary weapon damage is favored. This is going to be a lot of fun. And grounded, players take more damage while airborne. So just stick to the ground and use a high impact weapon. Alright, Crucible. I'm going to put on screen right now what the weekly Shaxx bounties are, which will give Nightfall tier rewards. Weekly is going to be Combined Arms. Do your first match and you get a Treasure of Ages and you get 10 Legendary Marks. We have Clash, Rift, Elimination, Skirmish, and we got Rumble Supremacy. And before I even check, I gotta fill in these 2 of the Shaxx bounties. I think that's a sequence. Always the first 2 here are gonna be the weekly Shaxx bounties. Alright, let's go check out Tyra. We'll check out her artifacts, check out the rolls, and I'll go through Destiny Item Manager to check out what all the stat rolls on all the armor is. If you're looking for weapon vendor refreshes, YouTube search Cool Guy Destiny, puts up a video up Tuesday, and it's awesome. Alright, checking in with Tyra here, what do we got? We have the Memory of Gellion, we have Memory of Radagast, and Memory of Temmer. Alright, Memory of Gellion. This one's a 96% stat roll, and this one is Discipline and Strength. Grants a detailed radar, and radar persists when aiming down sight. So it's kind of like Third Eye, and also Keen Scout, basically. Memory of Radagast. This one is showing about 92% stat roll. Finally, she's bringing good rolls this week. Alright, this one, gain the ability to reflect energy-based projectiles when guarding with a sword. Also increase sword ammo. Pro tip, guys, I don't think I have my raise lighter on me, but if you have your sword out, right, and, well, actually, you know what, I could probably do this with the Boltcaster here. So, okay, what you do is, when you pick up ammo and you have Radagast on, switch to Scabbard, pick up the ammo, then, once you have your 102 whatever swipes, go back to Warrior of Light, and you'll still keep the 102. Little pro tip. One of you guys taught me that on stream last week. I only use this for Crota's End and also for Wrath of the Machine Axis when I need that extra sword ammo when I'm using my Dark Drinkers. So that's a 95% stat roll. All right, I'd grab it. All right, what do you got? A Memory of Temmer. Melee attacks and minor minions of the darkness have a chance to temporarily turn the target against its allies. And this one is a 95%, no, this one's 95% stat roll, this one's 92% stat roll, 96% stat roll. I think I'm gonna buy another one of these. I don't have enough space right now, but I'm gonna buy it because the one I have, it's not a very good roll. She finally is selling stuff above everything she's been selling the last couple weeks has just been terrible in terms of rolls. Alright, so I'm gonna read off all these stat rolls on vendor stuff that you might want to buy this week. If you don't know what I mean by stat rolls, check out a link in the description called How to Identify Tier 12 Gear. Alright, Vanguard Scout, I don't see anything good. I'm only going to read anything that's 98% or 100% that's worth buying. Alright, Eris Morn is selling a Warlock Bond, 100% stat roll, Intellect and Strength. Varix is selling a 100% stat roll Titan Mark, Intellect and Strength. A Hunter Cloak at 98% intellect and strength. That's from Varix. Future War Cult has a Titan Mark, 100% stat roll, intellect and strength. No armor, no ghost shells, dead orbits. I see a 99% stat roll Hunter Boots, intellect and strength. And New Monarchy. Ooh, I see 200s here. Alright, the New Monarchy is selling a Titan chest piece, intellect and strength. That's 100% stat roll. And a ghost shell that is discipline strength, also 100% stat roll. Crucible Handler. Shax is, well, not Shax, Crucible Handler is selling, no, wait, no, you do buy it from Shax. I'm sorry, the weapons is from the Crucible Quartermaster. Alright, intellect, alright, Shax is selling an intellect discipline, 100% stat roll, Hunter Cloak, and everything else, not very good. What else? What about the speaker? What are you selling? Where's the speaker? Speaker 92, right? Nothing. Everything's 96. There was a 98% Warlock bond. That's intellect and strength. So that's gonna do it for the video, guys. Keep it locked in here. I'll be streaming tonight, probably around 7-8 p.m. We'll do a VOG run, just ourselves, just me and my friends, while we wait for chat to fill up. Then we'll start taking people through. We'll try to do it from a Templar challenge, and also I'll be going to Los Angeles May 18th to play Destiny 2, but also record it. So make sure, once again, turn on notifications. Follow me on Twitter. I'll be tweeting out pictures. I'm gonna try to vlog it, but more importantly, I'm going to be uploading Destiny 2 content that day. I have no idea what we're going to be recording. Let me know in the comment section what you hope we record. I bet it's going to be like the beta. Oh, no, I'm sorry, the alpha. You know what? I bet it's going to be a beta build. I bet they're going to drop the beta date when they have this world reveal, and I bet the build we'll be playing on, might be the Destiny 2 beta. So probably some PvP, probably one destination, maybe there's like the initial story, and then maybe some patrols and hopefully a strike at least. So that's it, guys. Do me a favor, drop a like this video only if you see fit. Follow me on the Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream. Usually, always on YouTube, and that's it. I'm out of here like Vladimir.